Councilor Brun, please.
Well, John's pretty good looking. I don't mind if he goes first. All right. Anyways, a couple of things I picked out of this report found very interesting. One is considering, and it is a good report, everything that staff have done electricity-wise or hydro-wise, it's amazing. It just keeps climbing. I guess that's all because of Hydro One and the rates they charge. $3,772,000 in 2016. That's on page 54 of the report. Amazing. The one that caught my eye, and I guess both gas and hydro, and I'm going to pick on Marlene for a minute. It says health and social services, and I compare it. I assume administration. I'm on page 54 again. If you look at electricity consumption in kilowatt hours, if you look at administration, is that the new facility in there in terms of the RAB on Robinson Street at 1,041,000, I guess, for kilowatt hours? Can somebody answer that question?
Through the Mayor to Council, that's correct. That's the amount it's not just the RAB building though. That one is all of sort of the administration, so that also includes CAB and those sorts of facilities as well.
Okay.
I'm going to say the general county facilities.
Okay, and Marlene, I'm not going to pick on you for a minute, but if you look down at health and social services, that's 2.5 million kilowatts. And if we go over on page 55, your gas consumption at health and social services is substantial too. And I know basically you have a couple of buildings with Dunville and so forth, but it is high compared to a lot of places. I know I know you've brought it down, but compared to other facilities, and I look at like all of our recreation is 553 in gas, and it's 430 in.
Yeah. So through the Mayor to Councillor, so a couple of things. First of all, it did go down in 2016, and please remember that this does include Norview, which is a huge consumer of energy.
Okay. I realize you have other buildings, but your hydro, I guess when we do a lot of the programs by the energy gentlemen, are you doing a lot of conversion things in your facilities too?
Through the Mayor, we do work with Michael, and we do participate in energy consumption, conservation.
Like, I guess, and I'm not familiar, but with Norview, for example, would you do a lot of LED lighting?
Through the Mayor, we have, and Mr. Klush is actively involved with Mr. Simoes in proceeding with those.
Okay. Those figures just stood out to me. I thank you.
Okay, we'll go to our good-looking councillor now, Councillor Wells.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. That was very nice, and I'll give you a quarter later. I'm on page 54, and this is good news that the total avoided electrical costs through the county conservation measures totals $747,000. Wow, that's 1% on our tax levy. That's great. I was so happy when I read that. Unfortunately, before that, I read the top part, and it says, despite a 12.2% reduction in total county electrical consumption for 2015, electrical costs rose almost 6%. So what you win in one hand, you lose in the other. So the bottom line is, are we winning or losing on this game that we are playing?
Through the Mayor to Council, I don't know if it's a winning or losing. We are reducing our costs over which we have no control. So although the electricity rates may be increasing, the amount of money that we are spending is not increasing at the same rate as the energy costs are. So in fact, we are saving money. Had we not put any of those energy control measures in, our electricity costs would be substantially more than they currently are.
It's a lot like dealing with my wife. I knew that I was going to lose the argument no matter what. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Well, if I can add to this myself, again, if you're not in the conservation business, you're going to really pay a lot, and some are in, some are not, but there's a cost to be in it. When I went back and worked out the numbers, between 2013-14, there was $264,000 increase in our costs over the year, and that was an 8.2% increase. Then from 14 to 15, it was $92,000 increase, so quite a bit happened between 14 and 15 at a 2.6%, and then between 15 and 16, we're back up over $200,000 increase in our cost, $206,000, which represents 5.8%, which was just mentioned. If you averaged out those 3 years, our increase cost for the county over the 3 years, 14, 15, and 16, is about 5.5% a year. Knowing the cost increase of hydro, I think we fared fairly well. I really do, even though that's still a lot of money we've put out, over $500,000, 3 years. Councillor Height?
Thank you, Mayor Luke. My questions have to deal with page 56, the diesel consumption. When I'm looking at the 2014 diesel consumption figures, it's 600,000 liters we went through, and now in 2016 it's down to 463,000 liters. The financial number is $320,000, and I know as council we often make budget cuts to the price of fuel, but those are some staggering numbers there. I'm wondering, did we just get rid of all our diesel running vehicles, or how can you explain the massive reduction over those 2 years for fuel? Did we put locks on our tanks?
Through the mayor to council, there's a variety of reasons. I think people are much more conscious. We have anti-idling policies, et cetera, in place. In addition to that, we have had some milder winters, and as a result, we have not had as much winter control operations, and that accounts for a substantial amount of our diesel consumption.
We're also seeing reductions in gasoline consumption, where our staff mileage is holding about the same. So what explains that? It's the similar in the weather, depending on what weather is taking place, what operations that we are undertaking, and some consume a considerable amount. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Moved by Councillor Geisen, seconded by Councillor Height, that the staff report 17-41, it's the Corporation of Norfolk County's annual energy report for the year 2017, be received as information. Councillor Black, anything further? You may. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, and I think everybody's already touched on it, the fact that, our energy costs are going up, but our consumption is going down. I know Councillor Wells was wondering if there's really any benefit. I would say that there is, and I would like to commend staff, because this is all up to staff. They are the ones that are saving us all this energy, and I think by doing that, they are making this council look good. It is the responsible thing to do. It's something that we have within our control. We do not have the control of the cost of energy. That's controlled by someone else. So there's nothing we can do about that. But what can we do? We can reduce our consumption, and we have over the last 4 years, as indicated here, in a number of ways. Our gasoline, our number of miles used for reimbursement has been reduced. So staff should be commended, and Michael Simoes, I guess in particular, Lee, in your department. And it's better for the environment, and it is the responsible thing to do.
Thank you. Anything else to the motion? If not, those in favor, receiving this information is carried. Thank you. We'll now go to page 60 of our agenda. We have a staff report on the rental agreement with Simcoe Volkswagen. Yes, we had discussion on this earlier, and this is the Hume Street area, so I'll get Candy to highlight this for us, or Shelley. Shelley, okay, if Candy doesn't want to do it, I'll let you do it.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and members of council. On May 23rd, council was presented a closed session memo outlining a request for a short-term lease agreement with Simcoe Volkswagen for the use of the fenced compound directly behind the dealership, being part of Hume Street, for the purpose of storing vehicles being returned to Volkswagen Canada. As directed by council, staff negotiated a short-term rental agreement at a rate of $500 per month for the subject property. The responsibility for the grass cutting during the term of the agreement will be at the expense of the dealership. The rental agreement is effective June 1st and goes until September 30th and has been prepared and executed by staff as directed by council. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much, Councillor Black. Questions on the report?
Luke, through you to Shelley, just wondering, I think this compound, well, going way back, it was a dump site, and then it was a Centennial baseball diamond, then being used by the fire department and Simcoe Hydro and then Norfolk Power. So is Norfolk Power or Hydro One, are they out of there completely? Is there anything, are there any poles or anything remaining?
Through the mayor to Councillor Black, my understanding is that there was some hydro poles still remaining there when staff did their inspection. I'm not sure of the status of follow-up on that at this point, but I'm happy to provide an update to council once I speak with staff this week.
Okay, and what about the fire department? Are they still using it as a training area? I know they were burning buildings and using jaws of life and stuff like that there. I don't know if Bill could answer that or not.
Through the mayor, not to my knowledge, and this was circulated through the fire department for the rental agreement.
So fire department's out of there?
Correct.
So is there any junk left in there, in that compound?
Through the mayor, it is exclusive use of the Volkswagen dealership right now. We've done a site inspection when we had the agreement executed. I don't believe any county department is using the facility. The locks have been changed.
Okay.
And so it is for the exclusive use of the dealership for this time period.
Okay, well, I would think that allowing them to use this would probably be a benefit to us, to have them cutting the grass at the very least and cleaning it up. So that's good.
Any other questions to staff? It's been moved by Councillor Geisen, seconded by Councillor Columbus that staff report EBS 1741 rental agreement with the Simcoe Volkswagen dealer be received as information. Discussion on the motion? If not, those in favor? That's carried. And our last report, it is the add-on to our report, so you have it in your package on your desk. This is staff report FS 17-19. It's our capital status report. Mr. James Johnson, I believe you're prepared to lead us through this and highlight it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The report before council tonight is an annual year-end report that was typically provided to council prior to the financial statements presentation. This report deals with the status of capital projects as of December 31st, 2016. Some projects remain open, some projects are completed, and a number of projects are canceled for various reasons. Staff is seeking council approval to close all completed projects, and if the project has exceeded the approved budget, a recommendation for funding is proposed. As a quick overview, if you refer to page 2 of the report, the table presented outlines, as at the end of December 31st, 2016, we had 338 active projects throughout the year, for a total of approximately $163 million. Of the 338 projects, 155 remain open. In addition, 37 projects totaling approximately $4.5 million are recommended to be canceled. Staff is recommending closing 103 projects that have been completed under budget, which represents a savings of almost 19%. On the other hand, we are recommending closing 43 projects that have been completed. However, the costs have exceeded the approved budget by approximately 8.3%. The overall net savings for canceled and closed projects is approximately $8.5 million. And over 183 closed projects, that's an average of about $46,500 per project. Just as a note, one item council may have noted is that the report this year includes the project status comments for projects that are recommended to remain open. In the past, these comments were not provided. Schedules A to D provides detailed detailed listings for all projects plus recommended funding sources for projects that have been completed over budget. One other item to note is that it is staff's intention to bring forward status report as at the end of June in August for council's information. Again, in the past, this has not been a practice. At this time, if council has any general questions regarding the report or the process gathering all the information, I'd be happy to respond. However, questions related to specific capital items should be directed to staff from the various departments responsible for the projects.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Councillor Height, I was aware that you had, at the beginning of the meeting, wanted to speak to this, but I did want to get the summary, and now I'll give you the floor.
Thank you, Mayor Luke. I was going to bring this up under other business because I noticed when we received our council agenda packages on Friday, this was missing. Okay, this is a 36-page report, $162 million worth of capital status reports that I'm not sure if any councillors brought their paper copy with them here today. So we've read this over 2 weeks ago. I can't speak for everyone, but we've made notes on certain projects that we would like some answers for. I don't feel it's fair that now we sit here and have to flip through 36 pages of a report to remember what we did a week ago or 2 weeks ago just because it was dropped off the agenda. All right, so for that, Mr. Mayor, like I said, I'd like to defer this 1 week or two, and that would be my motion.
Okay, and I will accept that motion for deferral. That takes precedent. Would you consider a 2-week deferral? So we deal with it at council session? I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just wondering if that would be better for 2 weeks. Okay? Mr. Clerk, we want a 2-week deferral? That'd be the 27th of June meeting. Will this be brought back? You're making that a motion. I will need a seconder. Brunton? In just a second here, Height and Brunton. Councillor Height has moved. Councillor Brunton has seconded that staff report FS 17-14, 19, be deferred for 2 weeks. Councillor Brunton to the deferral, please.
Thank you, Mayor Luke. I too had marked up my original copy, but I believe I threw it out. And so I would like to have some time to go over it again. I had some questions.
Okay. Any other questions on the motion for deferral? Councillor Black?
I wonder if the staff have any problems with the deferral? Is it going to...
Mr. Johnson, do you have any problem delaying this for 2 weeks?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, to Councillor Black. No, I have no problem delaying it for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, if the treasurer doesn't have any problem with it, then I guess I don't either. I have reviewed it. I didn't really have any major concerns, but if James is okay with that, that's fine.
And I think our questions will be just as effective 2 weeks as they would be tonight. I think under the circumstances, only fair to allow you to bring your notes with you. Okay, those in favor of deferral? For 2 weeks, that is carried. Thank you. I'll give you this motion back. We don't need it. Correct? You got it. Thank you. Should do it for our reports, staff reports this evening. Thanks, staff, for those. Well done. I'm going to, I know at 5 o'clock we have our public meeting scheduled, which is 40 minutes hence. So I'm going to move ahead with get as far as we can on this agenda. Prior to break, I'm thinking in 20 minutes we'll have a break. There are any reports of council members that sit on standing committees or advisory committees to report to council? I do have some bylaws. Do we have a bylaw on the planning application? Do you want to assist me with that so we don't pass that before we approve it in the public meeting, which we're on I should be able to find it. I apologize for throwing it on your lap. So it's 80P 2017? 26Z, those two. So we will remove those for the time being. We can follow up with them after? Okay, so just give me a second here. What about this consent one, the third one, is that part of it? Is it okay? I got it. So you'll just write mark the little ones, the other two? Three, I mean, two. Thank you. Okay, let's go to bylaws. Moved by Councillor Wells, seconded by Councillor Columbus, that bylaws 27Z 2017 and bylaws 2017-65 through 2017-69 inclusive be passed, signed by the mayor and clerk and affixed with the corporate seal. Discussion on any of those. And the first two in your package will be dealt with later after the public hearing. If not, those in favor? It's carried. Thank you. There are no motions that I'm aware of, no notices of motions. Now we have other business and we have a closed session. Would you like to get started on the closed session first? I'm just thinking, is staff ready to deal in closed session? Do you know, is everyone here for the, I just wanted to have a look for a second. I know Lydia is here for coming for item 2. Pardon? Shelley's going to deal with that. Thank you. And item C? Oh, very good. Well, we can get started then. Okay. Moved by Councillor Wells and seconded by Councillor Oliver that council move into closed session at 4:21 p.m. to discuss matters under Section 239C and D of the Municipal Act of 2001 as amended, as the subject matter pertains to labor relations or employee negotiations and proposed or pending acquisitions or dispositions of land by the municipality or local board. Those in favor of going into closed session, that is carried. Thank you very much.
On a strip of sandy soil lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario's south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road and bound to be back for more. Of Norfolk, Norfolk, my southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. With hard work we built a dream that only willing hands could do. It's on display at our fall fairs and at all the festivals too. Erie beaches, Carolinian forests, where the flower and dogwoods bloom. Patchwork fields and rolling hills, it's just a place for you. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Norfolk, 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 you won't be a stranger along. On a strip of sandy soil lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario's south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road and bound to be back for more. Of Norfolk, Norfolk, my southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. With hard work, we built a dream that only willing hands could do. It's on display at our fall fairs and at all the festivals too. Erie beaches, Carolinian forests, where the flower and dogwoods bloom. Patchwork fields and rolling hills, it's just a place for you. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Norfolk, 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 you won't be a stranger along. On a strip of sandy soil lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario's south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take take a tour on a peaceful country road. I'm bound to be back for more. Up north, on a strip of sandy soil, lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario, south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road and bound to be back for more. Of Norfolk, Norfolk, my southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. With hard work, we built a dream that only willing hands could do. It's on display at our fall fairs and at all the festivals too. Erie beaches, Carolinian forests, where the flower and dogwoods bloom. Patchwork fields and rolling hills, it's just the place for you. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. Norfolk, 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 you won't be a stranger long. On a strip of sandy soil lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario, south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road and bound to be back for more. Of Norfolk, Norfolk, my southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. With hard work, We built a dream that only willing hands could do. It's on display at our fall fairs and at all the festivals too. Erie beaches, Carolinian forests, where the flower and dogwoods bloom. Patchwork fields and rolling hills, it's just the place for you. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Norfolk, 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 you won't be a stranger along. On a strip of sandy soil lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario's south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road. You're bound to be back for more. Of North. On a strip of sandy soil lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario, south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road and bound to be back for more. Of Norfolk, Norfolk, my southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. With hard work, we built a dream that only willing hands could do. It's on display at our fall fairs and at all the festivals too. Erie beaches, Carolinian forests, where the flower and dogwoods bloom. Patchwork fields and rolling hills, it's just a place for you. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. Norfolk, 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 you won't be a stranger long. On a strip of sandy soil lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario, south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road and bound to be back for more. Of Norfolk, Norfolk, my southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger long. With hard work, we built a dream that only willing hands could do. It's on display at our fall fairs and at all the festivals too. Erie beaches, Carolinian forests, where the flower and dogwoods bloom. Patchwork fields and rolling hills, it's just a place for you. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Norfolk, 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 you won't be a stranger along. On a strip of sandy soil lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario, south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road and bound to be back for more. Of North, on a strip of sandy soil, lies a county called Norfolk. It's Ontario, south coast, you know, and it's surely not remote. If you pass through or spend a day or decide to call it home, you'll see why we love it here and are proud to call it our own. Norfolk, Norfolk, a southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along. Take in the small town atmosphere, be amazed at all that we grow. Like our kids that go and see the world and can't wait to return home. Drop a line in a placid lake or stroll along the shore. Take a tour on a peaceful country road and bound to be back for more. Of Norfolk, Norfolk, my southern county home. Norfolk, Norfolk, we know you can't go wrong with the friendly folk of Norfolk. You won't be a stranger along.
Okay, I have a motion moved by Councillor Wells, seconded by Councillor Oliver, that council reconvene in open session at 4:47 p.m. Those in favor of reconvening, that's carried. Thank you very much. I have one motion from our closed session, and it is moved by Councillor Oliver, seconded by Councillor Wells, that staff report EBS 17-28, interest arbitration award between the Corporation of Norfolk County and the Health, Office and Professional Employees, a division of United Food and Commercial Workers International Union, Local 175 CLC AFL-CIO for the term of July the 1st, 2016 to June the 30th, 2020 be received as information and remain confidential. And that a bylaw be passed authorizing the mayor and clerk to sign the collective agreement on behalf of the Corporation of Norfolk County. Any discussion? And for those wondering, this is to do with an arbitration agreement of employees at Norview Lodge. Those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. It's 10 to 5. I would suggest a 15-minute, 20-minute break. We'll be a couple minutes late with our public meeting, public hearing. So I'll let you know when we're coming back in. Thank you. What's